Hello Virgo, welcome to your July 2019 reading. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle. Let's get started with your oracle cards. Firstly, from the Faerytale oracle, Virgo, you've got the card of Thumbelina. Now, Thumbelina speaks of expectations. It's a card that speaks of empowerment, finding your own way, making your own friendships and relationships, learning how to care for yourself, to choose for yourself as well. The energy that I'm getting around this is that this is of someone else's expectations of you. They may have expectations that you do not share, something like that. And the reason why I feel that is because around this other person, from the Wisdom of Avalon, I got the card of the Earth Fairy. Now, the Earth Fairy is, of course, about very earthy energy, it's Taurus Virgo, of course, Capricorn energy, grounding, solid foundations. It's very much an energy here of, I get it as Empress energy, being in the body, not in the head. So it's about physical. It's about getting your hands dirty. It's about the physical self, Mother Earth. But more than that, I feel it's about this person needing to get grounded, to make sure the foundations are solid, being aware that projects, relationships, ideas, even families all need to be built on a sturdy, steady foundation. So the energy that I'm picking up around this is someone who needs to get grounded here and build something on make sure it's a very solid foundation. They're expecting something of you, Virgo, but of course it could be the other way around as well. Now, from the Hedgewitch Botanical Oracle as the overall energy, we have the huckleberry. And the huckleberry speaks to resourcefulness. It's a plant located in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. And the property resourcefulness refers to its ability to grow on cliff sides, in loose gravel, rocky ledges, in alpine regions where snow is there for about half the year. Even in areas devastated by forest fires, huckleberries will be one of the first plants to emerge. It was one of the only survivors of the eruption of Mount St. Helens as well. So resourcefulness can mean finding ways to turn adversity into opportunity, or the ability to take what you have and use it to its greatest potential. So there is an energy of either you, Virgo, or this other person being resourceful in terms of something that they want to build with you. Now, the red flag I have around this is the need to make sure that it is built on a solid foundation. So expectations. You have expectations for someone, or someone has expectations of you. So Virgo, let's take a look. I'll be using the Universal Waite deck for your energy. And for the other person, I'll be using the After Tarot. I'm going to be doing another giveaway this month. If you would like to win a copy of the After Tarot, brand new in box, then please make sure to like this video and comment below. I'll be choosing one of the comments from the most liked video for July, and that lucky winner will receive a copy of the After Tarot. So please don't forget to like and comment below. And if you're wondering about the June giveaway, I'll be announcing that on July 1st, so look out for that. Let's get started. I want to clear my energy. I have you as the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, Virgo. So it is about expectations. I do see this as a card of, I see it as choosing. I see it as choosing a future. I also see it as a card of planning as well, and the need to plan and choose something that is going to be based on something solid. So let's see. I want to first start with what you've brought to this in the past. What has Virgo brought to this situation in the past? What has Virgo brought to this situation in the past? What has Virgo brought to this situation in the past? The Emperor. I want to get one more card. What has Virgo brought to this situation in the past? And the Eight of Swords in reverse. I see this as an opportunity for freedom, perhaps from someone that may be a little bit on the controlling side. Now, I don't pick up any kind of abusive kind of control. I just feel it's quite, it can be just a little bit oppressive around the Emperor. So freedom from a little bit of oppression. It's not anything really bad around this Emperor. It's really just about perhaps loosening control, loosening the ties around someone. Let's see where the other person, what they have brought to this situation in the past, Virgo. What has this other person brought to this in the past? The person that Virgo is dealing with, what have they brought to this in the past? The Page of Wands in reverse. What has this other person brought to this in the past? And the Nine of Wands. Okay. So I'm picking up some resistance. So we've got someone here, Virgo, freedom from some control issues, perhaps a partner. The other person, though, I do get them as being slightly gun shy, perhaps not really wanting to get involved. I get some hesitation when it comes to entering into a relationship here. I feel that the energy here is one of not being up to the challenge. I get low vitality, I get some exhaustion, and not really being up to start anything new. Let's see where you currently stand here, Virgo. Remember, this can be vice versa, so whatever side resonates, that's your message. Virgo, where do you currently stand with this? Where does Virgo currently stand with this situation? Where does Virgo currently stand with this situation? Where does Virgo currently stand with this situation? Page of Swords want to jump out there. We've got the Page of Wands again, in reverse as well. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So it seems like there's a lot of conflict here, Virgo. I've got it as you, but it could be the other person as well, vice versa. Whether or not you want to communicate to this individual. So you're a little bit unsure. I feel like you're wanting to get free of someone who you find controlling, Virgo. And you've been thinking about, well, do I want a new start? Do I not want a new start? So I get there's a little bit of backwards and forwards here. One minute you may decide to take action, and then you may pull back, but we'll see how that one goes. Let's take a look and see where the other person currently stands. Where does the other person currently stand with this situation? Where does the other person currently stand with this situation? For Virgo, where does the other person currently stand? They have the Page of Swords. Where does the other person currently stand with this? And the Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, Virgo, I've got them. There's rejection here. Maybe you have gone in. You may have messaged this person, but I get that there was some bad news. I feel like they've rejected you, or vice versa. Yeah, I don't feel like this person. I've got you, Virgo, as the one that had expectations that this could be something that was, I get laying a solid foundation for the future. But I feel the other person is not on board. Let's see what you're hoping for with this in the future. What are you hoping for? We've got death in reverse. What is Virgo hoping for in this situation? What is Virgo hoping for in this situation? And the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel that you may be alone right now, perhaps after freeing yourself from this Emperor. Could be an Aries individual, or just someone who you felt was somewhat oppressive. But I don't feel like it was too bad, though. I don't get a bad energy from that person, but you found it oppressive. So you freed yourself. You were going for this new start, but it was built around a faulty foundation, one in which you had expectations of someone around you, but I feel that they've rejected you. You're holding on to that, though. I get clinging to the idea of this, and I feel you're unhappy with your current circumstances. That 9 of Pentacles in reverse suggests that you may have been looking towards this person for help financially, and I get that you're alone right now, and you're unhappy to be single, really. Okay, let's see what the other person is hoping for with this in the future. What is the other person hoping for this? What is the other person's hopes around this for the future? What is the other person's hopes around this for the future? Person at Virgos. Okay, they've got the 4 of Pentacles. What does this other person hopes for this for the future? Hopes for this for the future for the other person. What are the hopes? And the 4 of Swords in reverse. They're wanting to keep things as they are. So you may have a friendship with this person. They may be a crush. It could have been someone that you had a crush on, an infatuation. So they're not wanting any bad blood here. I feel that they're interested in. They don't want to hurt you. I don't feel that they want this to go to a bad place or anything like that, or have any hurt feelings. They're really just looking for healing and to maintain things as they are. Virgo. Let's see how you are viewing this person. How is Virgo viewing this person? How is Virgo viewing this person? 10 of Swords, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Virgo, this one looks like it either started and then stopped, or it just didn't get started at all. It stopped before it got started. So this one's over. It is a 10, which speaks about completion, a finality here. And you feel a little bit, you might feel a little bit stabbed in the back here, betrayed. It's possible that for some reason you had an expectation that this was going to go somewhere, and you've been disappointed. So it may be that you have gotten some wires crossed here, or the other person, for some of you, may have led you on, although I'm not really getting any kind of feeling around that here. And I get now you're feeling quite betrayed by this individual. Let's take a look and see how they are viewing you, Virgo. How is Virgo viewing this person? Sorry, how is the other person viewing you, Virgo? How is the other person viewing you? We have the Fool in reverse. Let's get one more. How is the other person viewing Virgo? And we also have the 8 of Pentacles. You know, it may have been someone in the working environment, someone that a co-worker, someone that you've had a crush on here, Virgo. They're seeing you as someone who has taken a risk here without thinking through the consequences, especially as it relates to the workplace. Okay, let's take a look and see doubts and fears for Virgo in this situation. Doubts and fears for Virgo in this situation? Doubts and fears. The Four of Wands, yeah. You doubt that you'll find, I get this as a place to be, a place where you feel at home. I feel like you've released yourself from a situation that you found oppressive or controlling. You've gone towards something else, but I feel that they've knocked you back. They have rejected you here, Virgo. You're unhappy now that you're alone, and you're feeling like you've been betrayed, and I get that you're looking for a place to belong. You know, when you think about Thumbelina, the story around that is about belonging, finding a place to belong. The wounded, it's kind of like, let me see, I feel like there's an energy around that of, like I'm getting like a wounded animal or wounded bird kind of feeling around it. You know, the times, it's about empowerment, the message with Thumbelina. It's about finding your own way, making your own friendships, your own relationships, to learn how to care for yourself, which I don't feel here in the future, when it comes to being alone, it's not a place where you like to be, but it seems to be that it's needed. A time where you can learn to care for yourself, to choose for yourself, yet also not lose your heart along the way. No, not to give up hope, especially if you've been feeling like you've been rejected or ridiculed. You know, the thing around this right now is that it's fresh. It's a fresh wound, but the thing to remember about this is that it will in time lessen. You know, this Ten of Swords here will lessen. Obviously, the pain is there at the moment, Virgo, with this person knocking you back, but it's not to give up, and it's not to doubt that you'll ever achieve this Four of Wands, this a place to belong is what I'm picking it up as. Okay, let's take a look and see what the doubts and fears are for the other person. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Doubts and fears for the other person. Doubts and fears. And the Moon in reverse. You know, I get a fear around this of, I'm picking that up as aimlessness, not knowing the path, not seeing the path ahead. It's a fear though, it's something that they have in their mind that can be a blockage if they choose to focus on it, but it's very much, I get it as, you know, for some reason I'm picking that up as they've rejected you, but there's also that little bit of doubt. But I don't feel like the doubt here is enough for them to walk away from something else. It's about reality and versus fantasy is what I'm picking up around them. From Spirit, I'm getting a message that they know that the situation with you is fantasy and isn't real, and is going to deter them from the path. It's kind of like a distraction. I'm getting a distraction energy, but they have just this little bit of doubt, but it's really doubt that's based on wanting the fantasy of the relationship with you, Virgo. So let's take a look. And remember, this can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Let's take a look at your challenge. What is the challenge here for Virgo? What is the challenge here for Virgo? We have the Magician, yeah. It's recognizing your own capabilities, your own skills to make of your life what you will. I get this energy around you, Virgo, of doing things for yourself. There may have been a lot of times in your life, Virgo, where you have relied on others to make decisions for you, or you just went along with other people's decisions. But I feel like the challenge for you here, Virgo, is to recognize that you have the skills needed to make your own decisions, to make independent decisions, where you don't need to be in a relationship or to have someone around you in order to be happy. You know, I feel like you've done that. I feel like you've done that in the past. It hasn't led to anything that you've been particularly happy with. Obviously, you've freed yourself from this Emperor who may have made decisions for you, but you've just gotten so used to that now there's this fear around, well, do I have what it takes to make my own decisions? You know, Virgo, some of you may have been led to believe by this Emperor that you weren't capable of making decisions. But of course you are, and the challenge is to recognize your own capabilities, to manifest your own, whatever you want to do, whatever you dream of, whatever it is you're trying to bring into your life, to build. But it has to be built with this Earth Fairy here on a solid foundation. And I feel like this other relationship here, which you had expectations of, that was a shaky foundation built on fantasy. Let's take a look and see what the challenge is for the other person. What is the challenge for the other person that Virgo is dealing with? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What is the challenge for the other person that Virgo is dealing with? And the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this other person here kind of looks very at the short-term fulfillment of, I see it as baser desires, things like lust, attraction, but they need to look more long-term, look at the consequences of actions, and especially of short-term relationships with somebody here, I think it's you, Virgo, who actually had expectations of this being something more. Let's take a look at the outcome before we go to part 2. I hope if this is resonating, Virgo, I hope that you join me in part 2. The link will be below in the descriptions box. It'll be the first one in the box. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading. So if this is resonating, please join me in the extended. Lots to clarify. But first, let's see what we will be talking about in part 2. We'll take a look at the outcome here for Virgo. What is the outcome for Virgo in this situation? What is the outcome for Virgo? We have the Sun card, beautiful. What is the outcome for Virgo? The outcome for Virgo, the Seven of Cups in reverse, nice. What is the outcome for Virgo? And the Knight of Cups. Okay, I feel a couple of ways about this. One way I see it is that a good thing, normally a good thing, is that I see you are no longer just fantasizing about something, you're actually going to do it. Come forward with some kind of offer to someone. Now, unfortunately, what I also get around this is that this person around you is going to, I don't feel that they're going to go for it, but you know, the thing with that, of course, is not to let that deter you. If you're unhappy with this Emperor here and you've recently gotten out of that situation, and that this person that you have around you, I get it as a crush, possibly in the workplace, isn't on board. Don't let that deter you from doing this or offering your love to somebody else down the track. It just means that this particular person isn't the person for you. Now, let's take a look at the outcome for the other person. With this card of resourcefulness, I see this as you, Virgo, and I see it as you overcoming adversity to grow, overcoming adversity here to gain strength and grow as a person, but it has to be on this solid foundation. You can't cling to anything here that is a shaky foundation, and especially not something that you're building upon in order just to have a more comfortable lifestyle or to make it an easier life for yourself. It's a much more grounded energy than that. It has to be built on something real, not on fantasy. Let's take a look and see what the outcome is for the other person, Virgo. What is the outcome for the other person? What is the outcome for the other person that Virgo's been dealing with? We have the Five of Wands in reverse. What is the outcome for the person that Virgo's been dealing with? The World in reverse. What is the outcome for the person that Virgo's been dealing with? And the Page of Pentacles. I want to get one more on that one. What is the Five of Wands in reverse? What is the Five of Wands in reverse? The Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. The way that I'm picking this up is that this person may come towards you here for something short term, but it's only going to be short term. So I have you coming forward here, not fantasizing about it anymore, communicating your feelings towards this person. I see them, I see it as I'm getting this a strong energy around this of this person has a weakness. It's like a weakness here. And I do think that there is something here that this person is going to come towards you. But again, I get it as just short-term energy. It may be off and on, something off and on here. We'll look into that further in part 2. I feel I need more information about that, but it seems to me, Virgo, that you have a crush on someone, possibly in the workplace. You are going to go forward and make your intentions known with this person, but I get them ultimately letting this go by, but I do get that they will come towards you for something very, very short term, like it may just be like a date, or it may just be one night together, something like that I'm picking up. So make sure that your expectations around this, temper your expectations around this particular person, because I feel like that there's something around the foundation of this that is very shaky. So we'll see where this goes in part 2, Virgo. Hope that you join me there. The link will be below in the descriptions box. If I don't see you there, I wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Don't forget, if you're interested in winning a copy of the After Tarot, please like this video and comment below for a chance to win. I will see you in part 2, or I will see you soon. Bye, Virgo.